Everyone missed these crazy reveals in the Avengers Doomsday trailer that confirm why Steve Rogers is back in this movie, what Doctor Doom's plan is, and what character is most likely to die. Let me explain. We actually have to start off with the poster for this movie, which shows us Victor Von Doom in Latveria, his home country, and he's looking up at this picture of a woman and a child. Now, we don't know if this is his mother, Cynthia Von Doom, and him as a child, or maybe his wife and child. I think most likely this is Cynthia Von Doom, his mother, but we do know whoever this is, they are dead, likely because of Steve Rogers going back in time at the end of Avengers Endgame and starting these incursions of different universes blending into each other and colliding. Now, obviously, in the trailer itself, we see Steve Rogers. He reunites with Thor and the other Avengers by calling Mjolnir back into his hand, and Thor can't believe it. I've seen a lot of people theorizing that something's off about Steve in this trailer. Obviously, he looks very different. His hair is different than we've ever seen it before. And I've seen people saying that they think this is actually going to be an evil Hydra version of Steve that's trying to like infiltrate the Avengers for Doctor Doom. I don't really think that's the case. Let me explain why, because I do think there's a chance we do see an evil version of Steve Rogers, maybe in Avengers Secret Wars with another multiversal variant of this character, but I'm pretty sure this version that we see in the trailer is our regular Steve Rogers. He's going to be a good guy, and I think the reason why is because Loki is the one that recruited him, because there's one shot of Loki in this trailer, and he's not like holding all the timelines together like we see him at the end of Loki season 2. No, he's in this like random house looking at his TVA card for some reason, and we don't know anything else about the context of the scene, but it looks very similar to Steve Rogers' house that he was in that first teaser we got last year. And if that is the case, Loki being at the end of time, holding together all these different timelines, seeing everything that's happening, I feel like he would know if this version of Steve Rogers was evil. I think it's likely he noticed that Steve Rogers is the cause of all these incursions, so he went to kind of recruit him to help in this fight and fixing the problem. Now, like I said, at the end of Loki season 2, he's holding together all these timelines. So how he's in this house, I don't know. Maybe it's some sort of like force projection. We're pulling some Star Wars stuff here. I also do kind of buy into the theory that not only did Steve Rogers go back in time, he somehow ended up creating like a new branch universe, and that is the Fantastic Four universe. So when he went back in time, that's how that universe got created. They were really the only superheroes there because Steve Rogers wasn't being Captain America anymore, and that's why he's back in the scene, because he actually came on the ship with the Fantastic Four that we just never saw. Now, obviously, in this trailer itself, we barely get to see any of Doctor Doom. You get to see a few shots of him and hear him talk at the very beginning of the trailer. I do like Robert Downey Jr.'s new accent and voice he's doing. It's going to take a little bit to get used to, but I think it's pretty cool. But obviously, they want you to believe that Thor's in the highest risk of being killed in this movie, because you see him attacking Doom head on, and Doctor Doom just stops him with 2 fingers, which is absolutely insane. But I don't think Thor's actually dying in this movie. I mean, it's definitely possible for him or someone like Ant-Man to die, but I think the most likely is all of the Fox X-Men that we see in this trailer. Because yes, we get to see Cyclops, Mystique, Professor X is back, but the trailer literally starts with their universe pretty much being obliterated by an incursion. There's multiple explosions going on. The X Mansion looks like it's an absolute ruin. We've already said goodbye to these characters like 20 different times. I feel like this is the best way to have like high stakes in this movie and show the danger of the incursions and Doctor Doom itself, but maybe having him kill off all of that universe in this film, but still keeping your main core Avengers intact for Avengers Secret Wars. Plus, we already know that Sadie Sink has been confirmed to be in Avengers Secret Wars, likely playing Jean Grey, one of the new X-Men reboot characters. I can't imagine they want to have all the old and new X-Men characters in the same film again. I know they did that with Days of Future Past, but I don't think they're going to do that for an Avengers film, introducing this new era into the MCU. But let me know your theories in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and if you want to see all my other Avengers Doomsday videos and leaks about the movie, click the playlist above my head, or if you want to see my trailer reaction, click the video on the bottom, and thank you for watching.